Hey guys, it's Plum. Welcome back to the channel. And today I have a very exciting video for you guys because this is a speed build of townhouses in one lot, and I'm super excited about this because I'm finally using the Sims 4 for rent pack. And as you guys know, I've been super into building lately, so I recently made like apartments, but I did not have the pack back then, so I finally have it now. So I'm finally making like two houses in one lot, which is honestly like super crazy to me that we're able to do this now. I know like we used to like pretend and stuff. So I am super excited about this pack and I wish I got it sooner, but things got in the way, but I finally got it. So super excited about that. But one thing that I did was this is actually just a base game and the new pack. So I recently figured out, well, I knew about it for a long time. Like the pack disabler by James Turner, like it allows you to easily pick out the packs that you don't want to include in your build or your cast or whatever. It just simply does what it says, which is to disable the other packs that you have. And I've seen other simmers do it, but I thought it was just a really like complicated thing and I just never bothered to like use it or whatever. But I finally tried to do it because I was tired of like filtering and whatnot. And it turned out it's like super easy. So I would recommend you guys do that if you want to like limit your packs or whatever, because I used to just like use every pack that I can in all of my builds or try to make a base game build and just fail because I I just didn't notice that it was from another pack, if that makes sense. So I used that one. If you guys are curious on how to do that, just look up James Turner disable packs or something. It's super easy to do. Like all the instructions are there for you. It's just super easy. Anyway, I actually, as I said, I just got this pack and I initially made a cast video for you guys because I kind of wanted to explore it for myself too. It just kind of wasn't giving, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's the pack itself or if I'm just super into building mode lately, so I wasn't like super interested in doing a cast build. Not a cast build, but like a cast video. But I think it kind of makes sense for it not to be like super cast heavy, if that makes sense, because it's a for rent pack. So I'm like coming into it, I kind of knew what I was getting into because this is after all like a build pack first and foremost, I think, because the main thing that we're getting is, like apartments and stuff like that, and the fact that you can have like multiple houses in one lot. So that's what I did. Okay, so going into the build, I'm using like a very traditional, I don't know if it's traditional actually, but like a normal, well, okay, let's just go with traditional, but it's a traditional like layout for townhouses. I usually see like townhouses like this in real life and sometimes in the Sims too. So I kind of went with this and I used as much for rent stuff as I can. So I kind of went with the vibe of the things in this house, which is as I think I read that it was like Southeast Asian inspired, and that's super up my alley because I'm actually Filipino, if you guys didn't know. So I'm into this, but I kept the outdoor kind of like the exterior kind of modern just so I can, like stay in my comfort zone for a bit. But I actually really like how I decorated this place a lot. This is kind of like the entryway. I've also tried my hardest to decorate per room, so kind of finishing one section at a time as opposed to like going back and forth. I also debated on whether or not to use the new like markings on the walls, which I think are really cool and add a lot of character into a build. But I kind of wanted this to be like very like modern, very new set of townhouses, so that's what I did. And then I experimented a bit with like shelving and stuff like that. I really tried so hard to decorate this house, so I'm actually really proud of it. But I ended up just like in the end I actually just really decorated and built like one house, and I ended up just duplicating all of the rooms inside this house so that I can like copy it to the other house that's on the right side. So that's what I did. And yeah, so now I'm just decorating the bottom of the stairs, which is honestly like such a pain because I don't know, stairs are really difficult to work with because they kind of like the things just want to go up or something. Like I don't know, but I ended up doing it anyway and then just adding some new like windows here and there. But I feel like I'm gonna stick to this like system of decorating houses, the one where you kind of have to finish one room at a time because it just makes so much more sense and it just makes it so much more fun for me, to be honest. I don't know why, but it just feels like you have like a sense of accomplishment because you get to finish one room. I say that as I am going back to the exterior, but I just did it for a bit and just added some like little touches of just to make it look kind of, I don't know, lived in. I mean, it should not look lived in, but it just kind of looks more realistic that way. So yeah. Anyway, I am using this pot as the kitchen now, and I also added some island counters towards the end of the build, not the end of the build, but a little bit later on. I'm adding some island counters because I figured there was not much space for a dining area, so at least there was some sort of space for the Sims to eat. I ended up really liking this section because I usually either make like super big kitchens or like super tiny kitchens where there's like no more counter space for your Sims to cook and whatnot. So I'm happy with the balance that this did, and I'm actually also really happy at how tight this kitchen is, like with the arch and stuff, because I'm always like super scared to decorate houses this way, but in reality that always happens. Like you kind of have to walk around stuff because of the limited space that you have, and I'm honestly like always like I never do that because I don't know, I feel like it just should look fresh and, you know, like spacious, but now I'm kind of doing it the realistic way and it turned out so much better, at least in my opinion, because it looks so much more realistic and so much more lived in. Like there's not much empty space, because if you do that in The Sims where like it looks super spacious, I know that kind of looks good in real life, but in The Sims, it just kind of looks like you forgot to decorate one part, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I did. And then I just made a little living room on this area, like on the front side of the house, if that makes sense. So that's what I did. And again, really happy with how this one turned out. I just ended up adding a lot of decorations. I end up repeating a lot of the plants, honestly, but I'm not even mad about it. Like I'm just so happy. And I just figured out how little plants we have because like I said, I turned off all my other packs and I didn't realize how much stuff, like how much clutter was in the other packs and not just base game. And it kind of made me mad how little clutter we have on base game, and I wish like the Sims team would like add more clutter and stuff on base game, because this is not doing it. Like a lot of the plans here are just repeating, so whatever. Okay, this room that I'm working on right now, I debated on whether or not I wanted to make it like an actual bedroom, but I ended up just making it into an office, which I think made sense kind of, and just kept both rooms upstairs. And I feel like this is kind of a cute little layout where you can just do your work right here in front of the windows. And yeah, I feel like I would want to work here, you know. And again, I'm doing the thing where everything's just like very like it's just a tight fit, which I think is just chef's kiss. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I'm just really proud of how these turned out. Okay, now I'm working on adding some curtains to the house, and I never really do this again. So a lot of these things that I'm doing in this build are stuff that I don't normally do, but I might do more in the future because I'm so proud of this house. If I haven't said it enough yet, but that's what I did. So I just added some more curtains, and I kind of wanted to use as much of the pack as possible, kind of showcase it a bit for you guys who don't have the pack or have it but don't know how to use some of the items. So that's what I did. And I go back to that. Okay, so right now we're back to the bathroom in the bottom floor. So I'm kind of just decorating that a bit. This is a very simple bathroom because there's not much space into it, and I keep forgetting that the shower, like the one without the glass around it, is just not from base game. I wish it was in base game because it helps a lot, especially in tight spaces like this. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like the one from university, and I think the other one was from Snowy Escape, where it doesn't have like the huge glass doors and stuff. I feel like that would have worked so well for the space. And I don't know, if you guys end up downloading this or whatever, you could just add those in if you have those packs. But yeah, I pretty much kind of just mirrored the bathroom on the bottom floor in the top floor because I feel like that would make sense. Except of course this one is much bigger, so this one has the shower and just like proper sinks and cabinets and stuff like that. And yeah, I really like how this one turned out too. But one thing that I struggle a lot with building is like bathrooms, because either they're super tight and just can't fit anything, or they're super big and I can't like put anything on them. Like they kind of look empty, but I feel like this one just was the perfect balance. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out as well. I know I keep saying that, but I'm really happy about this house. Okay, so yeah, just adding some more plants and decorations here and there. Again, this is just limited to base game and the new pack, so everything just keeps on repeating, but I feel like it kind of works anyway. Like, I feel like it's realistic too. Like, you have a favorite plant and then you just buy multiple plants like that and just, just add those in. So yeah. Okay, this is the master bedroom, although it's not much bigger than the other one, but I feel like this is kind of the main bedroom because it's the biggest one. So I'm just adding this new bed, which is pretty cool. I love it, and I feel like it fits well with the Southeast Asian theme because I see this bed frame a lot, although I don't have it. It's kind of more traditional, and I've never had one of these, but it looks good. I like it. So yeah, it's nice to see that this bed in the game. And yeah, I'm just adding like random stuff like this dresser and then just a small chair on the corner, which I think is kind of cute. Like, you can maybe hang out there if you're not ready to sleep yet or whatever. Like, I could just imagine having this in real life and just going on my iPad or my phone or whatever. And I feel like that's kind of a cozy nook, especially, or if you want to read books or whatever. I feel like that's a cute little space for your sim to like relax in and stuff. So that's what I did with this bedroom, and then now I'm just adding some curtains again for some privacy. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and then we're just fixing some things here and there, because some of the things are like apparently clipping outside, so that's what I did. And then in this area I kind of made this another living room space. I don't it's not that big of a living room. Again, it's just another spot for your sims to like chill in, maybe have conversations with the family or whatever. Just, I guess you could take a nap in here if you wanted to, or maybe read books again. So that's what I did. Then I really like this radiator actually, because it kind of fills the space, and it looks realistic too, so I love that. So whenever I'm kind of stuck on what to put in one area, I just put the radiator in there. So there's like, I think 2 radiators in this space, which we don't really have those here in the Philippines, so I don't really know what they're for. I know that's probably dumb, so I don't really know where I should put them, but I just put them in spaces where it's kind of lacking decoration. So that's what I did. And then I'm just working on the second bathroom over here, and I kind of thought of this as like a teen's room or whatever. And yeah, so I added a computer and then an easel, like maybe the teen wants to be an artist or something, I don't know, and then just some books for school. But obviously you can change this to whatever you like. If you want to download this, it's on the gallery. My name is just plumtownie on there, so if you want to download it, it's up on the gallery. It's just named, I think, Riverfront Townhouses or something, I don't know. But yeah, So right now we are working on kind of like the entryway on the second floor, and I really like how this one turned out too. It's just a little cozy spot. And then I did not know what to put in this black space, like this super narrow space, or just ended up adding another plant, which I kind of fiddled with the size a bit. With the tool mod, I'm not super duper like good with the tool mod yet, but I'm trying to learn. So that's what I've been trying to do here. And then I just added this little surface table, and again with like making spaces tight. I usually don't do that, but I did that here too. And then I just added chest table in here so your Sims can like up their logic skill or whatever. So really happy about that too. So I'm just adding some things here and there. But yeah, the video is coming into an end. Well, it's not really coming into an end, but I just kind of duplicate the house a bit and kind of assign stuff to the second unit, and then watch out for the tour in the end. Again, if you want to download this house, it's up on the gallery. My name is just plumtownie on there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.